my channel. So for today's video, I am going to be taking on a challenge that's kind of been going around YouTube at the moment, and a lot of people have been doing it, and I thought, you know what, I want to do it. So this is the ugly location photo shoot challenge. Now I have no idea who started this, but I've seen a lot of people do it, like Nikki and Gabby, Alicia Marie, and then a few other YouTubers when I searched it. And I thought, you know what, that actually is such a good idea. Photography is something that I really love, and the background can determine whether a picture is a really good one or a really bad one. So I thought, you know what, by trying to take on this challenge and trying to find the most ugly backgrounds that we could would be really fun. So I went to London with my two friends, Haz and Byron, and we tried to find some pretty ugly locations. And then Byron took some photos of me, and today I'm going to be showing you how they all turned out. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, please smash a huge thumbs up, and other than that, let's get into the video. The first location that we actually went to was the bin room in their university, and it was basically a really dirty, disgusting room, and it just was filled with bins and rubbish, and it smelt. There was flies, and there was like a few random Asda trolleys, and this is what we managed to capture. So this is location one. This was Byron and Haz's idea. We're actually in their university bin room, and it's basically just a ton of bins. And there's some trolleys, and I thought, you know what, that's actually a pretty sick photo, so I'm very tempted to sit in the trolley, try and make it look as good as possible. But it actually does stink in here, like it actually smells of like a, what do you call it, like a rubbish dump?
Dump, yeah.
Like a dump, usually something up in here, so this is a pretty like ugly location. Oh my god, they're really good.
They go good?
They're really good. Oh my god, they're really good. Oh my god, they're really good. Like, really good. Oh my god, it really does show you can literally make anywhere look really good. Honestly, the photos turned out so good from this room. Like, I did not expect it at all. The first one I got was really cool. I'm basically sitting on a trolley, and I've got like a newspaper that was laying on the trolley. I've got my glasses on. I'm in this kind of like baby blue suit, which I thought would be really cool for all of these photos. And then I've got just my Nike Air Force on, and I've got this outfit on in all of the photos. But as you can see, the bins are in the background. I'm sitting on the trolleys, and I just think it looks really edgy. And then we've got some close-up shots, which I think are really cool. Byron is such a good photographer, and I actually think these photos are really amazing, considering the background isn't exactly great, and yeah, like a flower wall probably would look better, but I actually think they turned out really good. The next place that we decided to go to was on the way to the tube station, and we decided to stop at this kind of construction work area. It was basically where a few builders were fixing something in the road, and there was like the borders up, and there was loads of stuff up, and we thought, you know what, this is a location. Turned out really cool here. I kind of just lent on the purple with the red and the white, which was really cool, and it's got all of the construction stuff in the background. The sun was proper beaming on me, which was really cool. I really like how it turned out, and that was basically that one. I thought that was a really cool one. We wasn't even going to do that as a location, but it was an extra one that we found on the way, so we thought, why not? The next location that we went to was a tube station, and I thought this is the one that I had in mind, because tube stations aren't necessarily ugly, but they're not exactly the prettiest things, and I thought, okay, I don't really know what we're going to be able to do in a tube station, but I just thought we would try it. The first picture I think is so cool. I had my hand on the glass in the waiting room, and then Byron stood one side and I stood the other, and he shot through the glass, so that was really cool. You could see me in the background. I'm in focus, but my hand's out of focus, and I thought that was such a cool photo. And then I got somewhere I was leaning on the edge of the tube. We actually struck proper lucky. We went to a tube station where really nobody was at. I think it was White City or East Acton, I'm not really sure, I can't remember. But it was a tube station where nobody was at, and there was a tube that was out of service. So I just leant on the tube as it wasn't moving. I thought, well, perfect opportunity, and we got some really cool shots. And then I also got some further back shots where you can kind of see more of the tube in the background, and honestly it really does go to show that if you're good at taking photos, the background doesn't necessarily matter, because the background actually looks so sick in these photos. And then the last location that we kind of went to was more like a skate park, but it wasn't like a skate park, it was more of just a bit of a rundown area in Shoreditch where there wasn't really much there. There was a lot of graffiti, there was a lot of rubbish on the floor. It was just a bit all over the place really. I feel like the photos that we got here were actually the best, and I'm honestly in love with them. Here is location number 2. We've come to this bridge. It's not exactly like ugly, but it's not like the prettiest thing that we could find. So we thought this would work for an ugly location, but we've got some pretty cool graffiti on it. And now we've got all of this like graffiti stuff here as well. This is really cool. There's some like animals on here. I actually really like this one, even though it's meant to be ugly, but I really do like it. I think it's really cool. I feel like we kind of smashed this. So first of all, we got somewhere I'm kind of looking through a fence, so I've got my hands on it. The fence is in focus, but I'm out of focus, and as you can see in the background, it's just kind of graffitied walls, kind of gravel, there's rubbish, there's a few cars. It's not the prettiest thing, but the filter makes it look a lot better than it actually was. And then I've got my hands on the railings and I'm looking through them, and I feel like the angle makes the photo look really cool and edgy, and I feel like we kind of smashed that one. Then we moved on a bit and we found some more graffiti walls, which I think were really cool as well, and I put like my hands up in the air and I thought that was really cool. I wanted to do some poses from my LA photos because I took this photo when I was in LA and I loved it, so I thought I'm gonna copy the pose. And then we found this kind of plank of wood that was on a bit of a hill and it was on a bit of a slant, so I stood on that and we got some long body shots, and you can see the rest of the construction yard and the buildings in the background, and this photo is so cool. That was the best idea to stand on that. That was Haz's idea. Shout out to you, Haz. And then we found this graffiti wall that had some pink and some blue, and my favourite colour is pink, and I thought even though it's meant to be ugly, like I like the colour pink, so we'll stand here. And this is actually one of my favourite photos, if not my favourite photo that we got. I just really like the way that I'm standing in it, but I feel like, I don't know, it looks really cool and edgy, and the fact that my suit's blue and the background is like black and pastel, I feel like it really ties in. And then we found this massive red bin that was also graffitied on it, and it was in some like gravel and there was like bricks around it and stuff. It was quite messy and it was quite like but we got such cool photos. So I kind of got down on the ground, I was crouching, it looked really really cool, and I had my sunglasses, and we got like some shots whilst I was on the ground. Then we got this one shot which I am obsessed with, and this is more of a headshot even though it's still got like the majority of my body in, but you can see like I don't know why I just love this photo so much. You can see that you've got the bin and the brick in the background, and yes, it doesn't look great, but I just really liked how I looked in this photo. I just thought it was really pretty. Those were all the photos from that section, and then there was actually one more place that we went, and it wasn't exactly ugly, but it was fake. So we went to Camden Market and we went up to a rooftop bar, and there was this background and there was lots of flowers on it, there was plastic flamingos. It was really really cool and I really liked it, but it looked very fake, so Byron was like, okay, maybe we should get you sitting on it and we can see how real we can make it look.
So Anna, where are we?
We are at a rooftop bar in Camden, and we basically got this backdrop here, and Byron got a really good idea. He was like, even though it's like pretty, it's like fake and it looks fake, so we're going to try and make it look as real as we possibly can.
Can you do it? Yes, you can. So Byron, what happened with the camera?
Basically, when we were shooting in the bin shed, I had my camera on the wrong setting, because yesterday I filmed with it and I filmed in a different setting to taking photos in, and I didn't change the settings, so the first photos are a little blurry.
The photo that we got is actually really cool, and it does look like I'm in some sort of, I don't know, like zoo-ish, or like a jungle-ish, like not really a jungle, but I don't know, it looks like I'm in a different country. It looks like I'm somewhere really hot and really like exotic, and I really like how it turned out. So that is the end of this video. I really hope you guys have enjoyed it. I was so excited to do this video. I love going on photo shoots, it's one of my favourite things to do, and trying to find ugly locations in London was actually quite hard because we didn't just want to do all graffiti walls, we wanted to find other locations, just that, because I think graffiti walls are actually really cool. So yeah, that was the end of the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much to Byron and Haz for helping me out on the video. I couldn't have done it without you guys. Please give this video a huge thumbs up if you did enjoy. Let's see if we can smash 12,000 likes in the first 24 hours, because that would be insane. But thank you so much for watching. I really hope you guys have enjoyed, and I will see you on Wednesday at 6 PM for a brand new video. Bye!